Hey guys, namaste. Welcome to your online yoga practice. My name's Rowie. If we've never met before, and it's my absolute pleasure to share this practice with you today. Big love and thank you to Andy from Vinny for creating this platform where we can all share and flow and connect together. I think it's so important and so new age. So thank you, and thank you for coming. We will start the practice very soon. I would like you to, or I invite you to contemplate this idea for the practice of loving as a give-give relationship rather than a give and take relationship, which I think we hear of so often. If you think about it just isolated to the yoga practice, it's like a lot of us are practicing online now, but practicing yoga because we love it. But it can be easy to fall into this trap of loving yoga because of what it gives to us, what we get from it. And then it almost becomes there's this expectation layered to every practice that we have, and when it doesn't deliver, it can feel a little less fulfilling. But how would your practice change, your approach to every pose, every breath change, if you approach it as this real act of giving love? So without it being too fluffy. That will be the idea of the class today. We'll start in a comfortable seat, hands resting on top of your knees or in your lap, whatever feels right for you. Closing down the eyes, taking a deep breath in through your nose. Parting the lips, gently breathing out. Come through a few more rounds of breath here, just settling into a more active pattern of breathing. Breathing in nice and deep through the nose, and also breathing out through the nose. Exhales last quite long. You can feel and hear your breath deepen and lengthen. And you can feel the effect that giving your breath a little more attention has on your body and on your mind. Choose to give the breath your full attention for the practice. Anything else that happens is just fluff. We'll begin. Next, inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And then twist towards the right. Bring the back of the left hand to the outside of the knee and the right hand behind you. Get taller through the spine, breathe in. Twist deeper as you breathe out. Stay here, another inhale. Give it a little more depth. Exhale. Keep the twist, reach your back, right hand up towards the ceiling, breathe in. Then it's a little side stretch, left shoulder towards the left thigh, breathe out. In the breath, a lot of attention, let it bring you into your body, inhale. Soften through the side of the body, exhale. One more breath in, stay grounded through the right sit bone. Then right hand rests over towards the left knee, so your elbows cross. And the arms lift up, at the back of the hands touch or palms touch for equal wrap or your variation of it. Lift the elbows up, breathe in. Press the forearms forward, breathe out. Soften the shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, reach the arms nice and high, gaze up. Exhale, twist towards the left. Back of the right hand outside of your knee. Left hand behind you, a little taller through your spine, inhale. A little more depth. Here, exhale. One more breath in and out. Keep the twist, reach your back, left hand high, breathing in. Side stretch, right shoulder towards the right thigh, exhale. Stay grounded through the left hip. Give this shape more attention, more breath. And how can you approach it differently? Then left hand crosses over towards your right knee. Lift the torso up, lift the hands up, either back of the hands touch or palms touch. Elbows lift, forearms press forward, soften your shoulders down your back. Inhale, arms reach nice and high, gaze perhaps up. Bring the hands to heart center in prayer, exhale. And then rocking over the knees into a tabletop, please. Wrist under your shoulders, knees under the hips. Fingers spreading wide onto the mat. And moving any way that feels good for you as you bring that mobility into the spine. Might look like some simple cat-cows, might look like something else. What might your body need today? How would your practice change? And then tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Continue to find some movement there, pedal out the feet. Maybe rock through the hips. Probably spread your fingers a little bit wider onto the mat. And then inhale, ripple forward into a high plank, breathing in. And drop the knees lower all the way down to the mat, breathe out. Left arm reaches out towards the side, elbows in line with your shoulder. Left ear onto the mat, step the right foot behind you, broken wing. Just a little stretch through your left shoulder, arm and chest muscle. Another inhale. Slow exhale. Come back through center and change sides. Right arm reaches out towards the side. Arm might be straight or bent. And right ear on the mat, step the left foot behind you. Deep breath in, focused awareness on your breath. Slow breath out. Coming back through center, both toes, both feet pointing back, hands outside of the mat, elbows high. Striking cobra, find a little lift, breathe in, roll the shoulders back. Roll down through center, breathe out. Synchronize movement and breath. Inhale, find a lift up, striking cobra. Exhale, roll it down. There's one more breath in, rise. Slow exhale, lower. Hands beside the ribs, tabletop, breathing in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. From your down dog, walk the feet towards your hands. Come into a forward fold at the top of the mat. Be to hip distance, bring the hands behind your back. Either grab hold of opposite elbow or interlace the fingers. Let the knuckles draw forward, stretch through the shoulders and chest. Smooth inhale. Release the hands down, exhale. Hands to shins, lift halfway along spine, breathe in. Fold down, breathe out. Rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. Straight down to the mat, Uttanasana, exhale. Halfway lift, deep breath in. Step your right foot back, breathe out. Back knee down, Anjaneyasana, one inhale, find the lift. Hands frame your front foot, breathe out. High plank, breathing in. Set the strength and length, low plank, knees up or off the mat. Inhale, upward dog or baby cobra, your choice. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Lift your right leg high, breathe in. Knee to your nose, breathe out. Step lightly, back knee down, Anjaneyasana, one inhale. Hands frame your front foot, exhale. Step forward, breathing in. Melt down, breathe out. Urdhva Hastasana, rise up, breathe in. Straight down to the mat, exhale. Move with breath, halfway, breathe in. Left foot steps back, breathe out. You know what, Anjaneyasana, inhale, find the lift and the stretch. Hands frame your front foot, breathe out. High plank, inhale. Low plank, your way, exhale. Upward dog, breathe in, emphasize the back bend. Downward facing dog, emphasize the length. Keep moving, left leg rises, breathe in to your nose and step forward, breathe out. Back knee down, Anjaneyasana, inhale. Hands frame your front foot, exhale. Step forward, breathe in, lift halfway. Melt down, breathe out. Rise, Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. This time at the top, cactus your arms, pop the chest, a little back bend, exhale. Arms rise, pull the ribs in, breathe in. Straight to the mat, forward fold, breathe out. Lift halfway, inhale. Both feet step or float back high through low plank, your way, exhale. Upward dog, roll the shoulders back. Downward facing dog, press your hips back. From the hands, feel your breath in, it lengthens up the spine to the sit bones. Down the back of the legs, breathe out. Finding our flow together, right leg rises, breathe in. Bend the knee, peel your hip open, breathe out. Left heel rises, inhale. To your right elbow, wide and high, exhale. Three-legged dog, breathe in. To your left elbow, breathe out, twist. Three-legged dog, inhale. To your nose and step to your right thumb, exhale. Warrior one, back heel grounds, arms and torso rise, breathe in. Settle into the depth of it, breathe out. 2 more breaths here. Can you give the shape a little more breath, and then perhaps a little more depth? 1 more inhale. Cactus the arms, half your chest, little back bend again, exhale. Interlace the hands behind you, draw the knuckles down, lift the heart up, breathe in. Bow forward, humble warrior, breathe out. Stay here, inhale. Give it a little more sensation, exhale. 1 more breath in, hold your focus, not the breath. Release the hands down, breathe out. Back heel rises, right hand rises, twist, inhale. To roll to the edges of your feet, exhale. Perhaps the hips lower, reach back. Inhale, hips rise, reach the right arm forward. Step the right foot back into side plank, breathe out. Modify if you need, drop the bottom knee or bottom forearm down. Amp it up, lift your top leg up. 1 more breath in. Step the foot behind you, breathe out, set up for wild thing. Lift your hips, reach the arm forward, inhale. Right hand to the floor, high through low plank or down dog is your option. If you're flowing, up dog, breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. Keep moving, left leg rises, inhale. Bend the knee, peel your hip open, exhale. Lift your right heel high, breathe in. To your left elbow, breathe out. Three-legged dog, breathe in. To your right elbow, breathe out. Three-legged dog, breathe in. To your nose, step to your thumb, breathe out. Warrior one, back heel grounds, arms and torso rise. Settle into your depth. Full attention. Greatest range of movement today. 1 more breath in. Cactus the arms, puff your chest, breathe out. Emphasize the back bend, hands interlaced behind you, inhale. Bow the torso forward and down, exhale. 2 more breaths. One more in. Release the hands down, breathe out. To twist, left hand rises, back heel rises, breathe in. To the edges of the feet, maybe the hips hover low, reach back out. Hips rise, reach the left hand forward, it's like a rainbow. Into side plank, breathe out. Option to modify or amp it up, it's your choice. Deep breath in. Left foot steps behind you, breathe out. To wild thing, lift your hips, open up the front of the body, breathe in. Left hand to the floor, through low plank, breathe out. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. 3 breaths to settle. Embodying your intention, the idea of the practice is what this is today. And then moving through that same flow with a little more pace, adding on a little bit at the end. Raise your right leg up, inhale. Bend the knee, peel your hip open, exhale. Left heel rises, gather height, breathe in. Knee to your right elbow, breathe out. Three-legged dog, breathe in. To your left elbow, breathe out. Three-legged dog, inhale. To your nose, step to your right thumb, exhale. Warrior one, arms and torso rise up, deep breath in. Cactus your arms, open up the chest, breathe out. Interlace the hands behind you, find a little more space in. Bow forward, humble warrior, breathe out. Stay, 1 breath in. Release the hands down, breathe out. To twist, inhale. To the edges of your feet, maybe Cleopatra pose, exhale. Straight into side plank, right foot steps back, maybe float it. Step it behind you, breathe out. Heart opens, wild thing, deep breath in. Right hand to the floor through your high and low plank or any variation that you need. Let's move together, left leg rises, keep it going. Bend the knee, peel your hip open. Right heel rises, breathe in. To your left elbow, breathe out. Three-legged dog, breathe in. Right elbow, breathe out. Three-legged dog, inhale. To your nose, step to your thumb, exhale. Warrior one, arms and torso rise up, deep breath in. Cactus arms, puff your chest, breathe out. Interlace the hands behind you, inhale. Bow forward, exhale. Stay focused. Breathe in. Release your hands down, breathe out. Left hand rises, twist, breathe in. To the edges of your feet, maybe Cleopatra, hips soften, reach back out. Side plank, inhale, left foot steps back. Wild thing, exhale. Find the opening, deep breath in, give it more breath. Left hand through low plank, exhale. Upward dog, roll your shoulders back. Down facing dog, press your hips back. Drop the knees to the floor. Options here, you've got Anahatasana, melting heart pose. From your tabletop, hips stay over your knees. Now walk the hands forward, maybe let your forehead touch down towards the floor. Perhaps your forearms touch down, breathing your chest and chin. It's a really deep opening into your chest, shoulders, arms. Otherwise, dolphin is another option for you. From tabletop, bring the hands down to the forearms down towards the floor. Spread the fingers wide. You might measure the distance, grabbing hold of opposite elbow, then bringing the hands back. Tap the toes, lift the hips up, walk the feet in. So you're either going to choose Anahatasana, melting heart pose, or dolphin pose like this. You can have your knees bent if your hamstrings feel a little short or tight. And emphasize pressing the heart back closer towards the thighs to get that stretch through the arms and shoulders almost while you strengthen them. Option to lift your right leg up from dolphin as a challenge. Option to even press up into your Pincha Mayurasana from here if you've got control or a wall. If you're just working with the leg lifts, maybe now you change sides, left leg lifts up. Everyone, one more inhale. Both feet down. Everyone meet back, tabletop, exhale. Deep breath in, find your cow pose, arch the spine, gaze up. And from there, downward facing dog, press the hips back. Moving through that flow last time, adding the on. Right leg rises, changing it up a little. Bend the knee, peel your hip open. Option to stay here or flip your dog. Right foot comes behind you. Lift the hips up, you're balancing on your left hand. Deep breath in. Flip it back into three-legged dog. Breathe out. Inhale together, square up the hips. Right knee to right elbow, wide and high, exhale. Three-legged dog, breathe in. To your left elbow, breathe out. Hold this time, fallen triangle. Back heel comes down, right leg extends out. Left hand might rise and might reach towards center. Option to lunge into that right knee. Reach back, lean back, super juicy stretch. Inhale. Left hand to the floor, knee to chest, exhale. Step the foot to your thumb. Warrior one breath in. Cactus your arms, breathe out. Interlace the hands, open the chest, inhale. Bow forward, humble warrior, exhale. Stay for your breath in. Release the hands down, breathe out. To twist, inhale. And to side plank, exhale. Right leg, right rise, breathe in. It steps behind you, breathe out. Wild thing, you know this, breathe in. Here's the change, come back into side plank, breathe out. Right knee to chest, inhale. Step forward is your exhale. Warrior two, ground the back heel, arms and torso open, breathe in. Shift and shuffle with your feet. Settle into the shape, breathe out. Couple of breaths here, pausing in stillness. How could you give to yourself in this shape a little more? Next, inhale, keep the legs in warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse inhale into side angle pose. Now exhale, right elbow on top of the thigh. Left arm might reach up, might reach forward. Perhaps your right fingertips float to the inside of the foot. You can stay here or half bind, left hand behind your back, maybe full bind. Pull back, keep going as you like. Stay, breathe in, hold, breathe out. Release the hands down. If you want to play with bound half moon pose, and you know what, you're welcome to. Otherwise, right fingertips reach forward, hop your back foot forward. Start to float your left foot off the mat. Half moon pose, maybe left hand rises. Gaze forward. Option to stay or bend your back knee, Chapasana. You might have a little bend through your standing legs so you can take hold of the lifted foot. Then gently kick the foot into the hand. Find the space through the hip flexor, the front of the body, the opening through the left shoulder as well. One more breath in. Slowly step back, warrior two, breathe out. Flip and reverse, inhale. Cuddle the hands down as you exhale. Three-legged plank, breathe in. Flow like this, so like you breathe out. Knee back in downward dog. Synchronize, inhale. Synchronize, exhale. Left leg rises, deep breath in. Bend your knee, peel the hip open, breathe out. Right heel rises in. Step lightly behind you to flip your dog, breathe out. Feel the opening, inhale. Flip it back over, exhale. Square off the hips and three-legged dog, breathe in. Knee to your left elbow, breathe out. Three-legged dog, inhale. To your right elbow, twist, exhale. To full and triangle, extend the leg out. Back heel down, right hand rises, maybe stretch it forward. Option to deepen, lunge into your left knee, peel back, reach back, look back, breathe in. Right hand to the floor, breathe out. Knee to chest, step to your thumb. Warrior one, rise up, deep breath in. Cactus the arms, puff your chest, breathe out. Interlace the hands behind you, open chest in. Bow forward, humble warrior, breathe out. Stay, one breath in. Release the hands down, breathe out. To twist, left hand rises, breathe in. Straighten to your side, plank, breathe out. Step the foot behind you, wild thing, open up, breathe in. Come back through side plank, breathe out. There's a change. Knee to chest. Look forward towards the top of the mat. Step to the top of your mat. Back heel pivots up and open. Warrior two. 2 deep breaths, or probably 3. Giving and giving and giving a little more to the shape in yourself. Sometimes that means pulling back as well, not pushing so hard. Then keep the legs as they are. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior, deep breath in. Side angle pose, elbow on top of the thigh, right arm to the sky, or your variation. Keep the body opening to the side of the room or the side of your mat. Maybe half bind, perhaps even full bind. 2 more breaths. Bring your gaze to the front of the mat again. Release the bind or keep it. Hop your back foot in a little bit, then float it up. Half moon pose. Perhaps your right hand lifts up towards the ceiling. Perhaps you bring a little bend into your standing leg and then a big bend into your lifted leg, Chapasana. Find the foot with the hand, then kick the foot into the hand. Peel back and open. Take 1 more breath in. Feel it. And then it's a slow step back, warrior 2, breathe out. Flip and reverse, deep breath in. Curl your hands down, breathe out. Step back, three-legged plank, inhale, strong and long. Low plank, exhale. Upward dog, deep breath in. Downward dog, slow breath out. Drop your knees onto the mat. Sit onto your heels, torso is tall above the hips. Palms rest in the lap, facing up. Perhaps your eyes closed for a moment. You check in with yourself, your intention, and your breath. From here, blink your eyes open. Curl your hands forward and lay all the way down onto your belly, please. And gaze towards the top of the mat. Reach your hands back. Palms will face down, but feel like your hands are floating off the mat. Your triceps, your upper arms want to come a little closer together. Same as your shoulder blades, and they also drop back towards your tailbone. So you're starting to get a little more lift through the upper body. Keep the gaze forward rather than up, so you don't crane the neck. Then lift the feet, the knees, maybe the thighs off the mat. Keep the arms lifting. Feel like your inner thighs are rolling up as well. Take one more breath in, find a little more lift. Stay lifted, interlace the hands behind your back. Give it a little more energy, a little more breath. Inhale. And now release it. Exhale. Right here onto the mat. Look to the left. Palms face up. Breathe in and out. Just one more time like that, or you're very welcome to find to find your floor bow pose down your asana. Bending your knees, take hold of the outer edges of the feet. Feel like your shoulders draw back so your chest opens. For the first breath, maybe you've got the ankles, you flex your feet, and rather than feeling the lift come from your chest, you kick the feet back. Let that open through the chest a lot in the heart space. Keep kicking back, but now also kick up. Allow the chest to put some energy in as well. So giving this shape everything you've got. Lift up. You're lucky you don't have to talk while you're doing it. Holding 3. Giving a little bit more. 2. Last 1. And then release. Left ear onto the mat. Look to the right. Arms by the side. Palms face up. Perhaps you wiggle the hips out a little bit here. And then you might see your left arm reach out towards the side. Same as what we did at the beginning. This time you might go a little deeper, but you don't have to. I like to bend my elbow, cactus the arm. Elbow still in line with your shoulder. Then left ear goes onto the mat. Look to the right. Right hand beside you. It helps roll you over as you step behind you with the right foot. Broken wing blows. Option for a little more. Right hand goes behind you into a half bind. Option for heaps more. Grab hold of the right foot behind you. Gently kick the foot into the hand. But keep pressing down with your left hand and left elbow. Hold. One more inhale. Stay. Exhale. Release from the shape. Come back through center mindfully. And change sides. Right arm reaches out to the side. Maybe arm is straight or bent. Either way, elbows in line with your shoulder. Right ear onto the mat. Look to the left. Left hand presses down and left foot steps behind you. Broken wing. Option to stay. Option to find your half bind. Left hand behind your back. Option to take hold of the foot that's behind you. Gently kick the foot into the hand, but really press down with your right hand and right elbow. 2 more breaths. Gently release the foot if you've got it. Mindfully come back into center. Last round of back bending. Option to bring the hands behind you. Keep the arms straight, the legs straight. Option to bend the knees. Take hold of the outer edges of the feet. A little bit more now. If you like, if you've got it to give, bring the hands to the inside edges of your feet. Feet might go out towards the sides a little, but then bring them back behind you. Already feel that deep opening through the chest and shoulders. Feels so nice. And keep the flex of the feet. Start to kick the feet back. Then start to kick them up. Feel the lift through the chest as well. Give it 3 deep breaths. Last one, more energy. Inhale. And then gently release. Exhale. One ear onto the mat. Let go of the feet. Maybe rock the hips side to side. And soften. Inhale, hands beside your ribs. Press back into a tabletop, please. And then super slowly press back into your child's pose. Rest the hips towards the heels, knees nice and wide onto the mat. Forehead rest down onto the mat. Couple of breaths. Feel them the way they move through the back of the body. And then before it gets too dark in here for you to see me film, walk the hands back up, sit onto your heels, rock the hips to one side so your legs can swing forward, and then just shift towards the middle of your mat. Lean back into your hands, rock the knees from side to side. Then the knees come into center. You might lift your hips a little to cross your right ankle over your left thigh, figure 4 pose. And then walk the hands in a little closer. Rather than slouching through the lower back, can you get longer, straighter through the lower back? And your chest gets proud. This right ankle is flexed, so the opening happens from the hip joint, not the knee joint. And you find a little more depth with it. Maybe walk your left foot in. My super open people, really nice, really open hips. Walk your left foot over towards the right edge of your mat. You're very welcome to take this into violet pose, double pigeon, where your shins are stacked directly on top of each other, in line parallel with the top of the mat. So it doesn't look like cross-legged, it's like a cousin of cross-legged or something. And it's pretty deep into your hips. If you need a little bit more though, you can start to hinge your hips forward, torso forward over the legs. Maybe you might even find more depth walking the torso and hands over towards the left. Stop, pull back whenever you like. And then as you can, close the eyes. Give yourself a little more space in this shape. Breathe nice and deep. And allow the thoughts that pop up to first go away as quickly as they came, or fade. You allow the breath to ripple over those areas that feel super sticky. Give it one more breath. One more exhale. Start to walk the torso up with your forwards. Everyone bring the hands back behind you. Lean back, uncross the feet. Reverse tabletop, feet down. Hips up, deep breath in. Hearts to lions, breath out. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue. Sit the hips back now. And cross your left ankle over your right thigh. It's really normal for your hips to feel very different. For me, this side feels very different. It's like I leave with snowboarding. I've just done, if you don't know me, I've just done a snow season in Japan. My body feels very different to how it did before I came here and snowboarded every day. Lower back is lengthening, chest is proud. Perhaps you close the eyes, you pause here, give yourself lots of space, really give this pose to yourself and yourself to the pose. Or option for more, walk the right foot over to the left. Chin stack or calf stack. Ankles are still flexed, openings happening at the hips. Maybe you hinge forward Maybe you walk over towards the right. Lots of breath. Fast, deep inhale. Long, slow exhale. Back through center. Torso lifts up if it's folded. Lean back into the hands. Unravel the legs. Feet onto the floor. Reverse tabletop. Inhale. Lift your hips. Lion's breath out. So your hips back. So swing them back between your hands. Sit them down. Flex your feet. Lift the arms up. Breathe in. Hinge forward, fold forward, breathe out. Hands might touch the calves, the ankles, or the feet. Really lengthening through the back, the body here. Try to reach forward rather than just down. One more breath in. Let the head drop heavy, let the hands release the legs or the feet if they've got it. Almost turn it into a little bit more of a yin forward fold. You could curl out of it a little bit to find that softness. You let the spine round, stretching through vertebra by vertebra all the way up to the cervical spine, head dangling really heavy. Give the back of the body a full inhale. It almost creates this expansion through the back. And then this softening exhale, you feel yourself drop a little heavier. Core is engaged, bring your belly in, start to lift the torso up, head comes up, shift to the middle of your mat if you're not already there, then lay all the way down onto your back. Final twist to finish, draw the right knee in towards your chest, interlace the hands on top of the shin, right arm goes out towards the side, keep the shoulder blade grounded, the left hand guides the knee over and across your body to twist. Twist to the point where your right shoulder stays grounded. If it stays grounded with the left knee onto the mat, that's fine. But more likely than not, it might be hovering in the air. Close the eyes, let gravity do more of the work than you. Last breath in. Slowly release the breath out. And the knee back through center mindfully. Extend the right leg long in line with the left. Left knee draws in towards your chest. Interlace the hands on top of the shin. Left arm out towards the side. Right hand guides the knee over and across your body. Keep the left shoulder blade, left shoulder grounded. Weight of the left leg going over to the right creates the depth of the twist. Couple of breaths. Inhale, come back through center. Draw both of the knees in towards your chest. Reach for opposite hand or opposite elbow over the shin. So you come into this real tight hug, nice tight ball. Draw your shoulders up the mat, lift your forehead towards your knees, really tight ball, inhale. And then release into your Shavasana, exhale. You might take one final controlled breath in here. And then part the lips, breathe out. Feel your whole body begin to soften. It softens so much it almost feels heavy on the mat. From the feet, ankles, up the legs, into the hips, up through the torso, into the shoulders, arms, and then behind the head. You feel the whole body relax, dropping heavier and deeper into your Shavasana today. We'll lay in Shavasana together for a few minutes. And trust yourself that you'll hear me when I call you out. You would like to stay in Shavasana longer, please be my guest. Stay a lot longer. And then begin to invite some more physical awareness into the body. Feel the toes beginning to wiggle, the fingers start to brush over the thumb tips. You might stretch your arms over and behind your head, point your toes. It's like a full body yawn here as you begin to stretch out, wake up. Rolling over to one side, bending the knees. And slowly make your way up into a comfortable seat. You can have the hands resting on top of your knees, or there might be a heart centering prayer. Deep breath in together. And exhale out the mouth. We bow our heads forward if that feels comfortable. Think of it more as a gesture, giving to yourself. Giving real gratitude and acknowledgement of this time that you set aside to practice yoga asana. Practice this art of giving without expecting to get anything in return. And how much fuller, more whole that can make the love that you give really feel. And to each other, to ourselves, to the practice, we say namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. It's getting kind of dark in here. The sun just set. Sorry. If you would like to get in touch with me, please do so. I love to connect and talk. I think if you can use the yoga asana as the first aspect, the smallest aspect of practicing yoga, and then bring it into your whole life, practice it off the mat. That's where it really counts. This is just where it begins. Perhaps you might let the idea of loving as a total giving ripple out into the day. You might even challenge yourself by giving for the whole week. I think that so often we validate our love, or we judge our love, the love that we give based on what we get in return. It's like you might send someone a compliment about something and you expect them to reply. And if they don't reply, it means it somehow devalidates what you said to them, but it doesn't. So give. Ironically, you get so much in return, but we don't expect it. Alright, have a great day. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Andy from Vinny, and I hope to connect and yoga again soon.